Of course it's nighttime. Hello, welcome back to Satisfactory. I am Maker Gaming. And yeah, we just got done making some of these blueprints. And now I want to do something that's going to lead to some other stuff too. Things I've been thinking about for, I don't know, 6 months. Anyways, this is another art and design episode. Probably going to be a little more long form than the other ones. Because I'm trying to figure something out. So it's gonna probably show me figuring things out. But being as how it's a art and design episode, um, we should do it in my designer fields. If you've never seen those, they're a lot of fun. I'm not sure if we can get there with this. Let's see how fast we go. Yeah, that's not even close. We got to get back to the green field, so let's go to Spire Tower, and we'll head over there. What else? I still haven't done this. What an ass. Yeah, anytime you hear a fuse going out in my game, it is from that temporary hypercannon I just made. Alright, we're here at the airport, and go here. But yeah, what spawned this? One of my favorite engineering courses was my first year. It was an intro to engineering design, or engineer drawing. And I was right in that transition where things were going from paper to CAD. So yeah, my professor was old school, and he had the coolest little lesson, like the little exercise every day. I don't even think this is far enough to get us over there. Uh, yeah, let's just take this one. Let's just be on the safe side. I do love jumping around the world, though. So anyways, morning exercises. Every time we would get there, he would do this exercise on the board that was supposed to make you kind of get your 2D and your 3D brains connected a little bit. So the exercise was based around engineering drawings, which are, I'll throw some up right now. There's my sphere. Engineering drawings are just a standardized way of drawing plans for machining, for manufacturing, things like that. And so yeah, they usually have these views like this where it's the front view, the side view, and the top view. But pause on that. Haven't been over here in ages. Love it. Yeah, this is where I just design stuff, and I leave it all there. Um, I don't take anything up because I like the graveyard feel to it. Anyways, the engineering drawings. So the exercise every day, or should I explain the drawings more? So yeah, these drawings are standardized, and then the way you put dimensions and different things on it, material list, whatever. But yeah, the one thing we cared about in the lesson was he would give us two letters, and you would have to draw the 3D shape and the three sides. So that got me. I mean, that's just an exercise I've always loved. It's very, I don't know. Like I said, it's. Hold on. So yeah, those were always super fun exercises because he'd give you two letters, block letters, and you would have to make the 3D shape of them and kind of do these manufacturing drawings. So I want to combine that with one of my favorite logos, and I spent time looking on the internet. I couldn't find this, even with the logo. I couldn't find the name of the company, which is just ridiculous. Kind of shows you how old I am that I can't find something online. But yeah, this is the logo. So this is the second part of this challenge. First part of the challenge is I want to do the exercise where we get some block letters and we 3D cube them. And we might as well do that in a blueprint, right? Did I explain the exercise good enough? Shout out to Dr. Demetriou. He was a great professor. He's the one who convinced me, he was my student advisor. He's the one that convinced me to go from um, physics major to engineering major. I ran out of materials. So for this exercise, I think we need a cube, or we need half of a cube. We need one corner. I know this is driving the mod community crazy. No infinite zoop. So sorry. Alright. Hopefully it didn't make you sit through that. Oh, that's way longer. I should have, that was unnecessary. And I hate it now. That's a little better at least. And that's that's not gonna do. Hey, music's not a bad idea. When I first got the boombox, I just let it play. Um, and that's not the best for audio, but maybe we try it with this. We'll try that for now. So yeah, we need a blueprint designer. None of those will do back there. Alright, we're just getting this somewhere. Nothing, don't need anything fancy. Do want to get rid of that though. It's going to annoy me. Alright, here we are. So, let's pick a side. We got to figure out a few things. But I think we just start, right? I think that's the best way to figure it out. So I figured the best way to start is let's start with Satisfactory, right? The code for Satisfactory. And to start, maybe we go 16. I was thinking 16-meter cube. Big enough to get the idea across, small enough that it won't be too much work to figure out some things. So that'll be our sides, right? Alright, so Satisfactory, we need an S. Do we go 2 layers? Block letters are always easy to draw out. I guess the only way to go is dead center. That's not right. That's actually, I didn't mean to have these little things out, but that looks pretty good. Alright, so that's the idea. What about, you know what? You know what, let's, to make the visualization of how we're going to do this and get good at it, I think we should actually, let's come out, right? So let's say our final design is this 16 by 16, but we want to be able to like, reflect's not the word, transfer this design from like both sides and turn it cube-like. So let me just redraw this outside. I think it'd be better for demonstration purposes, even though it'd take twice as long. You know, maybe we go overlap there, but for now, like I'm gonna keep saying, we are just after concepts here. We're gonna figure out a method. And I'm sure this will just go right back, but for now, let's get rid of it. Alright, so to transfer this, we go out to, and we want to keep the same spacing, keep the letters the same weight. We're just going to do simple right on the top again. But that's only going to go, it's not far enough, is it? And do that to shorten it to the 16 we need, I think. Or was that good? Oh yeah, we didn't even need that. I'm sorry. We stay in the middle probably. That was easy enough. Now we want this full shape going backwards, but it can't interfere with this shape going sideways. So I can tell you from the top is going to be a full square if we want it. We could probably delete some if we wanted to, just visually. But what do we do now? Does it need a second one right there for more weight? I think maybe it does, like there. Yeah, that's better. That would mean this is probably going to be good. Yeah, it's good to all the way up there at least. And now it's a square instead of a 4 by... Instead of a 2 pillar by 1 pillar, it's a 2 by 2 pillar. But we can't have anything here. But we can have it here. So let's. Okay, so that still saves us this shape, right? We come looking from far. You know what? I think I'm going to want to delete this too. Or maybe one more down. Well, like I said, let's stay simple. Alright, so we keep coming out, but we can only come out to the depth of that one. This doesn't bother anything on that side, and we need it for this side. Okay, to get this one from that angle, there's nowhere to go here, so we're going to have to get it all the way from the back. Which maybe is fine. And then this one is fine to go all the way out. This one is fine to go all the way out but one. I'm doing this by holding control, by the way. If anyone didn't know that, it's very helpful with pillars. So that keeps us good there. That keeps us good there. And do we fill it in? I think we do for the example. That boombox is not close enough. Alright, I think that gets the point across, right? Okay, so we have everything done from here up. No, we don't. We still need this S shape, but we can't go anywhere out here. So the bottom of this shape is actually only going to be able to go in these two. See, so that gets us that shape from looking this way. But the only space we have in the grid to get that is behind this F. Oh, and it's actually too thick. So we'll take anything we can get to make this bottom, you know, solid. The machinists need it, you know, to sit on something. Yeah, we'll send this off to the 3D printer. Alright, again. Music's a little better up here. Alright, so we're still just working on this shape, getting close to it. Oh, and actually this one can go all the way back. Oh yeah, this one's a square, right? We talked about that. Pay attention to what you're saying, bro. Alright, does that get us the S? That gets us the S, I think. Does it get us the F? It doesn't get us the F yet because we don't have the top. But simple enough. Well, I just put down so many guides I don't know which one I need to keep. It's that one. Alright, RS. Is it complete from this side? I see that shape. I think it is, unless I didn't do this part right. I did though. And then same with the F. The F should be all there. Yes, it can't go in that one because of that shape. Can it go there though? Nope, because of that. We need a second layer here. We want all the shapes. This is fairly successful, but this was always going to be the easier part. This is old hat. Yep, that's it. Man, I want to see what it looks like, but I don't exactly want to. We'll just call them letter cubes. Not a great name. Alright, do we leave it up? I mean, of course, that's what we do with all our shit, right? Alright. Good enough. Now we get rid of the guides. Did it work? So there's our S. And there's our F. The F's, well, actually, we messed up. There you go. The F needs another one right there. I don't know why you're twisted, bro. Is that right? How is that not even? 2 mistakes found. Horrific. Yep. So it doesn't look as solid from this side, but it is the right silhouette. So it's a success. Real boring top. But we could actually do anything to the top as long as these first 2 rows were there for each side. Like we could delete all this. But I want it for now. Alright, step 1's a success. Alright, maybe that's as far as we go with the Satisfactory one. Looks good from up here. That's cool enough. Let's work on a new one though. Let's just pretty much do the exact same thing. Do we maybe even come out more though? Alright, now we need what, a 45-degree angle? Do some beam magic here. See if I remember this tip. There. That. Freeform onto that. That should have lined us up on the corner, and it did perfectly. I remembered the trick. And repeat. Man, that's awesome that that works. So you go back to default, and that keeps you on the right angle. Put you what, 2 meters down? Which is how you get the right spot. That's unfortunate. Do we do a second one? I think so. See what that does. We went one up. No, one down. Not great. Okay, we go. That might work. Close enough anyway. That looks pretty good actually. Nailed it. For now we'll call it Minecraft. Or hell, let's just do MG. That's smarter, right? I was supposed to build one out though. I think we cut that edge off by doing this and going one up. For G, something like that kind of works for now. Is that where I was going for? I believe it was. Is that too high? No, it's not. Definitely don't want that out all the way. Is this interesting? I can never tell. That could look better. It is what it is. Let's just stick with the pattern. Alright, this combining might get a little bit trickier, but good. But we also did that extra space, so now we can directly into it. We are now exactly where we need to be without doing any pillar trick. This is the full first floor of the M, so let's just build it, get it over with, see what we're working with here. And those are too far. And it was a lot. I think actually I want it to cross this way. Kind of close up the line. Oh, that's extra. Incredible. We can cheat here. You gotta do the same thing here. No problem. Do it right this time. Okay, so yeah, these are our stacks all the way up. It might get a little bit tricky with this number. Let's focus on what we got though. Now we're just going all the way out, right? Probably employ some time lapse. Alright, same. Coming out, but we can only come out to there and there to maintain the G shape. Keep it going. Oh, or should we go up? Maybe we should go up. And yet we're not. It's going to be a little tricky. But we're still going to go for it. So just so we know our limit. It's right there. So if we want to stay on the line, that would be our max. And let's just stick something in to match. Delete those two. Delete that. Put the guide, put that back. And that's pointless, but we keep it, I think. Especially if we're giving ourselves a rule of making it a single complete shape, touching. Might as well put the other one in, right? Can't be stingy. Then what was it? 2 up. This is fun. Because I'm thinking of the next step too. Technically, that's our whole G, right? That's funny. Do we want to keep up with the M? We could. Actually, we couldn't. Because if we drew across that, technically it is obstructing the silhouette of the G. So it just stays over there. Just matching. Easy enough. Is that it? I believe that's it, actually. Easy. Alright, day 2. It is nighttime, but I think this is enough light to work with. I think we're good. Actually, let's get the music. We'll do that in post-production. Looks like we got 3 suns happening over here. Which one's the moon anyway? And then we got our ball up there. Where was I though? Okay, I think, like I was saying, I think this is enough examples of the shape. Let's look at the second part, right? Which is the color. Overnight I thought of the word I was looking for also. It was project, not transfer. We were putting these as guides to project into the cube. I also thought, let's figure out, so we want, second part of this is we want to make the shadows. We want to play with shadows here. And looking at this, man, it'd be awesome to use the sunlight. But that wasn't the original plan. So, say we're going into that corner. Well, I guess we can even just draw it. Let's stay even out, so is this enough? We'll go 2.5 foundations. Call it 8. Platformed. I need a platform. Wow, you can turn off some stuff with T, huh? Interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, what am I doing? I'm out of fuel. Did you see that? Using stupid biofuel. Turbo fuel is the only way to jetpack. Alright, I'm back. So we're gonna find out from there, but let's just say, right, our main idea, our first idea is putting the M and the G here. M, G. So if that's the case, the M will be here, the light source would be here. So if we want to represent that here, just for thinking about it, let's say something like 8, 6. Well, that'd be probably something like a 2. Alright, so that would be our light source, which should put an M on the wall behind it here. That arrow's kind of tight. Let's draw another one just because they're fun. See if I remember. 8, 6, 2, 2, and 3. Is it going to be flipped was my initial concern. Let's just find out. We want this centered so that we can, hey. Alright, MG. Center it up. Oh, we just need to center up the M and the G actually, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so that's dead center. Let's get rid of the excess and see if this is even a viable idea. And do I post the video if it's a failure? Is the question. I love that shape already. Not what we're going for though. But let's start thinking shadow puppets. Also, I thought on something I was having problems with, which would be adding the third dimension, which would be the top layer. I think I had an idea though overnight. Okay, it's gonna say GM even if it works. Who remember what I said? 8? 9? 9 is stupid, but let's say 9 plus half would be 8, which would be 17. So 17 it is. Let's say we go 1, 2, 3, 4 away. 3.5, 4 away. 17. Now how do we get something up there? Probably a wall. If I didn't explain, these are our light sources. These are those arrows. We want them in the center so we can see what we're working with. Moment of truth. Is there any reason to do this? This only works straight. And I do have a trick for getting them straight, but let's see what unstraight does. Well, I can see the shadows on the ground, which is something. Means at least we're getting shadows, but like I said, these are going to have to be direct. So let's go down. I'd say it's like 3 meters too tall. So we were at 17, so let's go 14 this time, and then we're also going to change what we're putting the lights on so that they're straighter. So we want a tilted wall. I think we can do it with either. Let's just say 8. This will get us straight and hopefully right down the middle. H. Yes. Rotate. That looks exactly straight, right? Ho ho ho. That's promising. Hey. Where's my shadow, bro? Maybe it's not close enough? It must not be close enough because I feel like that's perfect. No, why aren't you working? What if we knock that one off? Why aren't you working? Where's my shadow, bro? It's only giving me shadows for the sun, I think. Is the sun up there? It's not fair, sun. So if we're lucky, when it's nighttime, we'll see a difference, but I'm not hopeful. Find out right here if it's proximity. What are the chances lumen would help? Alright, so it's not proximity. Where are the shadows, bro? You're better than this game. So sad. Alright, this might be the end of the episode. It's really all we wanted to do, and if it's not going to work in any capacity, like I was really looking for those type of shadows from this, like from the sun. To see two walls from the same light source, it would take some heavily skewed geometries where it was taking into account. It would not be a square-based exercise anymore, and we need it to be square and cube-based with the tools we have in Satisfactory. So I'll see you at night. Let's see if it worked. Pause it for a minute. I do like my arrows, though. If nothing else, we got the arrows out of it. You know what? While we wait for the sun, we could at least go into the three-dimensional idea. Well, I mean, they're already three-dimensional, but the three letters. So let's get the cube back up, Satisfactory cube back up. We can get rid of this stuff. All right, now we got to think, what letter do we want up top? Or a number, or a shape. We could do just a big old 0. See what options we got underneath here anyway. We have less options when we talk about 3 dimensions because there are things from one layer that could stop what we need to do on other layers if we don't have enough real estate. But because we have that top cube, that top square, we could basically do, well, not anything, but like we could even start knocking some of this out because what letter is this? Probably the F. The F is seen from here. The S is seen from here. We really only need one true layer of each. So we have to have that one because that's the first layer of that, but we don't really need any of this. We probably want that. But we want it something like this. That needs to come back after this is placed. Delete that, delete that. See, so we're still getting that F profile here. It's just not going all the way through anymore. We're still using that to get that shape of this S curving. And yeah, the shape got a little more complicated, a little cooler. And then what is it from above? We could go, realistically, we could go even one more. Do we want to? Sure. Let's see what's up there. Boom and boom. Yep, that gets us an O. SFO. OSF. Now we wait to see if the shadow works. Either way, if nothing else, this could be like a fine like lobby thing, even if the lights don't work. Just kind of like a floating logo for the building for a factory. Just gonna patiently wait over here for nighttime. Man, night can't come fast enough. I got a bad feeling this is not gonna work. You know what though? Should I attempt lumen? Is that a thing that could change the results? I've never set them in this ever. Alright, should we try this? Let's try it. Okay, well my game has not crapped out, but the shadows have not changed. So we get shadows. Look, we get underneath. We're getting the M from, oh, those are from the sun. Damn it. Alright, it's nighttime. It's officially a dead idea. The shadows just don't move through. Do they move through any of this? Yeah, so there's a wall. It's not showing the shadow of the wall either. Um, yeah, except for shadows made by the moonlight. I'm sorry to have wasted your time. Um, but I'm still going to show this because this kind of gets us into the theme of a few things I want to try coming up this month. So yeah, man, too bad it didn't work. I've always really liked that logo. Anyways, um, subscribe. We got something cool coming. Thanks for watching. Alright, I think I'm at least going to fake it. To do that, I kind of got to see where the shadow is going to hit. And it's going to be backwards, but screw it. And we'll do it for the FS. Alright. And we center. Believe that's our center. Tis. Alright, how are we going to do this? Oh, and then I guess the question is, can we make these dark? So yeah, that would be the yeah, I'm gonna like that. I'm assuming we can darken it, but even if not, it's still kind of cool. Alright, true time lapse here, let's go. Alright, so that completes the fake outs. Let me just get the lights set up in the right spot, get a screenshot, and get out of here. Not exactly what I wanted, and the letters are backwards, but we learned a lot. Oh, I also did this cube. Work on some other shapes. Like I said, I think that's our thumbnail. Thanks for watching. Maybe I need some dark.